Dame Dash has been going outside as of recently. His feuds with Cameron and 50 Cent, and even Charlamagne on the Breakfast Club, has shown the decline of the once powerful hip hop CEO. And of course, many people can say he's been embarrassing Harlem, New York, which is where he's from, falling out with people, just doing all kind of bad. And so because of that situation, Dame Dash actually put a lawsuit on Cameron. It was like $300 million. And then right after the lawsuit, he came with this.
So, I'm sitting here on the dock looking at the view, and I'm thinking, like, why am I beefing with Cam? And the only reason why is because I just never got to talk to him. He publicly said he wasn't going to talk to me, but almost every OG from Harlem and everyone I respect is like, yo, cut this, it's embarrassing. So, Daniel spoke to Cam, and we could resolve this. I just want to talk to him, and it's over. And if you need to, because we can't publicly have us as black people beefing with each other. That's just what they want. They use us to tear each other down. They don't do it. We do it to ourselves, but they usually pay us to do it. And I'm not going to get caught up in that. So I'd prefer to squash this. I want to apologize to Harlem because I know this was embarrassing for Harlem. And I'm man enough, but the thing is, in Harlem, we deal with things different. It also comes with violence. And I can't be violent, and I won't be violent. And I don't want any of my friends to be violent. My job is to keep them out of jail. So the only way I can deal with things, to keep certain things out of the algorithm, is to answer as soon as somebody says something. And my version of violence is just lawsuits. If I could take it to the streets, I would, but we can't. And the Italian Godfather, part 2, he killed his brother. The black Godfather don't kill his brother. He teaches his brother. So, again, if y'all want to sit down and work it out, I don't even want to be a part of that project that y'all doing. I don't really understand what it is. But I feel like 50, Cam, me, if together we show that we could be beefing, pause, and then come together and maybe do a TV show together, something different, or a movie or something, just showing the world that we can work together, then we would prove everyone wrong. They love us tearing each other down, and I'm not doing that shit. And I apologize to my OGs for embarrassing you. But I just wanted to talk to him. And he finally talked to, he finally replied when I hit him with the lawsuit, and I was like, now go talk to Daniel. And if you want to, Daniel, if you want, please arrange us to have a sit down. You can bring who you want. And also 50, you're invited too. But instead of us talking about each other on social media like clowns, let's sit down and talk like real men. Let's take this off the street. The street right now is the internet, and this is corny. So I don't want to fight with y'all no more. Now, I heart, that's different. And Revolt, the Tavio, same thing. You stopped replying to me 2 days before I went to the Breakfast Club, but I don't work for you. I am the chairman. When I'm on Revolt with my content, I'm the chairman because I don't talk to your staff. I talk to mine, which I have. I'm the chairman of America New when it's on Revolt. So to me, if the Breakfast, I won't get into it, but we can have a sit down too, because I'm not going to stop legally. I'm going to respond. That's what I didn't do before, and this is what I've learned. This is the only way I could fight. But you're not going to line me up and set me up. So you can come to the conversation as well. Bring who you want. Charlamagne, you're not invited. I need real men, pause, masculine. We need to speak like masculine men in each other's eyes and deal with all those problems. So I'm still, if y'all coming at me, pause, I'm going to always hit back. But I'd rather squash this, pause. And please don't take my grace as weakness. We're in front of a lot of people, and this is not the right example. Later.
So then 50 Cent was also mentioned in all of that. So, Dame is talking like, don't take my kindness for weakness. He's basically trying to insinuate like, I'm giving you olive branch, trying to be a tough guy. You know, Harlem people, we respond with violence, but I'm trying to keep my people out of jail. I mean, it just looks like a very, I won't even call it passive aggressive, but it's not really serious, okay? So 50 Cent responded with this.
50 Cent posted a video of Dame Dash pushing himself back and forth on the little swing in his backyard with Crocs on, with the caption, "I agree with Dame. It's 100% better to work together. We should sit down and figure out how to move forward. I believe we can create a path to more success." Oh, wait. Cam just said F Dame and his fake ChatGPT lawsuit, so I guess it's F you, Dame. 50 Cent. Now, this is hilarious because Dame Dash can't stand on business, right? You just said you're rich. You just said you're the chairman of Revolt. You just said you're suing people. Now you're saying, oh, everyone's clowning me for suing Cam for $300 million. He was never getting $300 million. I don't think Cam or Dame have ever had $300 million ever in their lives. So that was a ridiculous number to throw out. I think it was just to grab a headline. The chairman of Revolt already said that Dame Dash was lying. The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne said, yo, Dame, you know, I think you're debt Dash. I don't think you have the money. And then that's only because Dame Dash was calling Charlamagne like the homophobic slurs that he was just dishing out over and over and over. So honestly, it's like he looks incredibly weak right now. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
And we sort of knew that 50 Cent would indeed do that. And again, 50 Cent had to basically give Dame Dash what he deserves. And I know I've talked about this before, but guys, leverage is very, very important in life, right? We got to understand when we do have leverage, when we don't have leverage. When you are a person that has some level of success, some level of money at one point in your life, and you used to have leverage over situations, over industries, over people, that mentality is still there, right? Like, you know, there are some people who used to be rich, they're not rich anymore, and they still feel that they're still important. It comes a time to know that you're not who you used to be, okay? That's not a bad thing, but it's something that you got to understand, that the game has changed. The way that I was playing the game in that particular time is not how you win anymore. And I lost, and I need to adapt. And I have to understand that the things I was getting away with in the past, I can't get away with in the future. We could even talk about it in any situation. In the 80s and the 90s, a lot of guys in hip hop got on out the trunk. This was very popular. The Bay Area, Too Short, guys like E40. All right. Then Master P came to the Bay. He adopted that style. So did the Cash Money guys in the South, right? Pushing units out their truck, basically building their credibility in the streets, getting people talking. That's the one way to do it. And I guess still that is a way to do it even now. But what's happening is now folks getting their money through streaming. Okay, people don't be playing CDs no more like that and popping in tapes. That's not how the game works. So if you have that situation like back then, in today's world, it don't work like that. It just doesn't, okay? So you gotta adapt. Things that you used to be able to do back in the day don't work no more. And then when you don't change and situations in the industry change, people look at you as not being as powerful. Now you gotta adapt. Dame Dash never adapted. He's not the same guy. All right, 50 Cent is the opposite. 50 Cent, he adapted. He made several moves that kept him valuable. All right, he's no longer hip hop, no longer making music like that. And now what is he doing? He's doing TV shows. That's called adaptation, understanding where the market is and learning how to play the game. And so when you're stuck not adapting, you forget that you don't have leverage. And so you're living off of what you used to do. And so now you're trying to bully people thinking that you got leverage over somebody, but at the same time, you're begging for help. How is he begging for help? Let's all come together. Let's all do a show. Let's all do this and that. Sorry, bro. Cameron don't need you right now. All right. I'm sorry, man. I know you want to be on their level. And I know what you're thinking, man, I brought him in the game. It's true. You might have brought them in the game, but they don't need you. They got 30 million. 50 Cent don't need you. Okay. If anything, they'd be helping you. Then you want to blame the white man. You want to blame everybody else. And obviously 50 Cent, once you get into it with him, once you publicly come after him, he'll never be your friend again. Because he knows that such an apology is just weakness and that you don't have no real good intentions. You don't have no good intentions. Most people, let me just tell you this, and I've learned this as I've gotten older, especially since I've been living out here. Most people, if you get rid of them for whatever reason and it's valuable, and they try to come back to you and work with you again, they're doing it so they can actually defeat you. They're not really doing it to be like, they're not doing it for their own benefit. They're doing it to either get a better chance, or they don't have no other opportunities, or they want to disrespect you. Okay. So the reason why 50 Cent never falls for that is because he knows that Dame Dash's apology is malicious. He's desperate. He needs 50 Cent. And see, if he really needed him, he had every opportunity to come to him the right way. Even if 50 Cent was trolling and all that, look, you had a way where you can like reach out to him. Look, bruh, trying to work with you, trying to do this, whatever. Humble yourself. Want this opportunity with you? What can we do? Now, if he says no, then yeah, but he not saying no out of disrespect. Now you came in 50 Cent. Now you're trying to get back in good. And now we all know that you're down bad. You got to watch what you say. And now you out there, you have no more connections. Like Dame Dash is the kind of guy that in the industry over the years, like you were somebody in the industry, but then you were not really adding anything to the industry in the last 25 years. Everything that you did flopped. It didn't work out. All right. After Jay-Z left, you're no longer that guy. So you have a track record of not producing anything outside of Jay-Z. And this is what Cameron and this is what 50 Cent know. Like working with you is damaging because you don't know how to do anything outside of those two. So now your whole bad attitude, all the stuff that's been plaguing you for the rest of your life, you're going to be in abject poverty. And again, he was talking about, he was like some kind of director at Revolt. That was a lie. I mean, he's just going out sad. And hopefully, Dame Dash, you get to realize that everybody you beefing with is doing better than you. I think I just seen another podcast where he was talking about Jay-Z. Come on, bruh. Like, I don't care what Jay-Z did to you by now. Jay-Z has done everything right after you. Jay-Z has grown all kind of ways after you. You want to know who didn't grow? You. Teeth falling out, everything. Down bad as hell. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Dude Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.